Wow. You've met your match, or more importantly, your match has met you. There's definitely an age gap in this love connection, and this is somebody who is very emotionally mature for their age, is also what's coming through. Now, this is somebody who has dealt with a lot as far as an ex goes. It feels like their ex cheated on them. Their ex cheated on them. This pushed them into a really weird mindset when it comes to love as well here. So when you're meeting this person, it might not look like rainbows and daisies necessarily. The Hierophant, the Judgment, and the Eight of Cups, however, tells me that there is something very special about the two of you meeting, the two of you coming together. It does feel like there's opportunity for both of you to heal in love together. Maybe you are also somebody who has dealt with either being left or cheated on, is what's coming through. Now, it was the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands that kind of made me feel like this is very protector, provider, passenger princess type energy. So it's like you are meeting your protector, you are meeting your provider. This is somebody who takes their role as masculine very seriously. And with the Fool card here, I'm hearing the song by Elvis Presley, Just Can't Help Falling in Love. So that may be significant for you as well. And the Ace of Pentacles as well. Now, it does feel like the two of you are going to make a lot of money together, but this person, it's like they have to choose you without any of the benefit first, is what's coming through. Like they have to prioritize you. They have to show you that they are serious about you. They have to come forward with an offer here as well. So like you can't be the one to come forward to this masculine energy. Two of Swords. I'm hearing mustering up the courage and mustering up the strength to come forward to you. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles, the Moon, and the Sun card. You're like a hidden gem. You really are. You're like a hidden gem. There's something very mystical, mysterious about you to this person. They find themselves wondering about you late at night is specifically what's coming through. Not so much during the day. I feel like this person really keeps themselves busy during the day for some reason is also what's coming through. This is somebody who's very active. They do a lot is what's coming through. They just fill their days with things. And I think that's why they do it, because at night when they don't have things to do, their mind wanders. And lately their mind has been wandering to you. The significance of this? Let's find out. Divine Spirit, Angels of Highest Love and Light. What is the significance of this? Seven of Pentacles. This is giving me like you've known each other before. Like you've come into connection before. Maybe even you are recognizing similar patterns. And you know what? With the Hermit on the bottom, I feel like, sorry, not the Hermit. Yeah, it is the Hermit. I feel like, yeah, Ten of Swords. Someone got in the way of a connection like this in the past for you. Someone literally, in the most dramatic way possible, and this was probably someone you considered a friend as well. This is somebody who backstabbed you, somebody who went against you, somebody you're most likely no longer friends with, who literally manipulated the situation in a way that put you in a bad light. And there was someone at that time who you felt such a strong connection for, but this just got in the way of that connection. Yeah, Page of Wands. And there was something that you were meant to learn, something that you were meant to discover that was taken from you. It's like something that was taken from you is being returned. And I feel like this love connection is an opportunity for you to experience that. It's an opportunity for you to take your power back. It's an opportunity for you to, it's like this person is very, very good looking, very like desired. I'm hearing like talk of the town. Like this is somebody Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. And the Death. Wow, yeah. This is definitely a chance for you here. Whoa. You're going to meet this person and it's going to feel like things are just starting over for you, is what's coming through. Like things are starting over for you and you're getting a second chance at a love that's it's like so passion driven. It's not based from need or attachment or anxious or anything like that. It's literally just like passion. Like you two have such an attraction to each other and you're getting the chance to do it without, it's like, there's gonna be people mad. There's gonna be people from your past that are mad about this connection. Yeah, you got a lot of jealous people in the past is what's coming through. Specifically one, like very specific one. And this is someone who, I don't know, they just did not have your best interest at heart is honestly the energy coming through here. I am going to dive into this a little bit further. I'm going to tune into psychic messages between you and this person because it does feel like a very important divine counterpart. So if you're already subscribed, you do have access to this reading. It will be posted. If you would like to dive in further to this reading in a part 2, subscribe in my bio. And as always, readings are available through my website. My dear soul, before you leave, please don't ignore what your heart is feeling right now. If these words stirred something inside you, it is not by accident. You were meant to hear this message today. Take a deep breath and declare these words with faith. I am chosen by God. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. My prayers have been heard. My breakthrough is coming. My story is not over. Say it again. And one more time. Let these words sink into the deepest parts of your heart until every fear, every doubt, and every lie you've believed begins to lose its power. Because the truth is this: God has not abandoned you. He has not overlooked your tears. He has not ignored the silent prayers you've whispered in the middle of the night. Every tear has been seen. Every cry has been heard. Even in the moments when heaven felt silent, God was still working behind the scenes for your good. Hold on a little longer. Trust a little deeper. Believe a little stronger. The chapter you are living today is not the end of your story. God is still writing it. And what He has prepared for you is greater than anything you can imagine. And if this message touched your heart, please share it with someone else. Right now, there is a soul carrying a burden too heavy to bear alone. There is someone fighting silent battles, feeling forgotten, wondering if anyone cares. Your share could be the very sign they have been praying for. It could be the reminder that God sees them, loves them, and has not let go of them. And if you feel led in your spirit to support this mission of sharing God's love and prophetic encouragement with the world, you can do so through a super thanks. Whether it is $5, $10, $20, or any amount God places on your heart, your generosity helps these messages reach those who desperately need hope, healing, and reassurance.
May God bless every giver abundantly. May He multiply your seed, open doors no one can shut, restore what has been lost, and pour out unexpected blessings upon your life. Thank you for helping us spread light in dark places, hope to weary hearts, and faith to those who are struggling to believe again. Together, we are creating a family of believers who refuse to give up, refuse to stop trusting, and refuse to stop believing that God's promises are still alive. There are chapters in a person's life that end before they are finished, not because the story ran out, not because the natural arc of things reached its conclusion and the ending arrived with the dignity of completion, but because something intervened. Someone intervened. And what might have been what was building towards something real and significant and genuinely yours got interrupted, got tangled up in someone else's interference, got redirected by a betrayal you didn't see coming from a direction you never expected to be threatened. And the loss of that, the particular grief of something unwritten, unfinished, something taken before it could become what it was trying to become, is a specific kind of wound, different from the wound of loving someone and losing them naturally, different from the ache of things that run their course. This wound is sharper because it contains not just loss, but injustice. The understanding that it didn't have to end, that it was ended for you by someone who chose their own interests over your becoming. You carried that quietly. You moved on, because moving on is what people do. But something in you, some part that witnesses your own life without sentimentality, always knew something was taken. And now something is coming that feels, at its deepest level, like return. Not a replica of what was lost, not a copy of the person or the connection or the specific chapter that was interrupted. Something new, genuinely, distinctly new, but carrying the same essential quality. The same quality of, this is supposed to happen. The same recognition that this time, the thing that was just trying to form is going to be allowed to form completely, without interference, without someone moving in the shadows to redirect the outcome, without the chapter ending before it has had the time it deserved. You have met your match. Or more precisely, and this distinction matters more than it might initially seem, your match has met you. They recognized it first, perhaps, or they recognized it with an intensity that is still arriving in you. Either way, something in the meeting of your two specific energies created a recognition that is now operating in both of you, even if it is not yet fully spoken. Let's understand who this person actually is. Not in the romanticized, idealized sense, in the honest sense. Because the honest version is actually more compelling than anything softened for palatability. This person has been hurt. Significantly, specifically, in the way that leaves marks not on the surface but in the interior, in how they prod love, in the wariness that coexists with their very genuine capacity for depth. Someone who should have been safe betrayed them. Was unfaithful in a way that didn't just end a relationship but complicated something more fundamental. Their ability to trust what they feel, to believe in what they see in another person, to open without bracing for the moment when the opening is exploited. That wound made them older than their years. Not in the sad, premature way, in the way that genuine pain, processed with any degree of honesty, always accelerates growth. They emerged from that experience carrying a knowledge that most people take much longer to acquire. The knowledge of what love is not. Of what it feels like when the person beside you is not actually for you. Of the specific and hollow quality of being with someone who has chosen them contingently rather than completely. That knowledge, painful as its origin, is one of the reasons they will recognize you correctly when they arrive. Because what you are to this person is not something they can categorize quickly or file away into an existing framework. You resist easy categorization. There is something about you that sits slightly outside the normal territory of their experience, something mystical, layered, not immediately fully legible. And rather than making them move past you, that resistance to easy understanding makes them linger, makes them return. They keep themselves busy during the day, deliberately, actively, filling the hours with purpose and motion and the productive noise of someone who knows that stillness has a cost. But at night, in the quiet, when the constructed busyness falls away and the mind goes where it actually wants to go, they think about you with a specificity that surprises them, with a curiosity that feels more like wondering than like strategizing, with the particular quality of thought that does not feel chosen so much as arrived at involuntarily. You are the thing their mind moves toward when they stop directing it, and they are gathering themselves to come forward. That is happening right now in whatever private and invisible way people gather themselves for the things that matter. It is not a small thing they are preparing for. It is not a casual gesture or a low-stakes approach. It is the specific courage required to let someone know that they are significant to you before you have any certainty about how that will be received. The vulnerability of going first, of making yourself visible before the outcome is safe. For someone who has been betrayed, that courage is harder than it looks from the outside. When trust has been broken at that level, choosing to trust again, choosing to open again, to move towards something with the full knowledge that openness carries risk is an act that requires something real. Something that does not come from having resolved the fear, but from deciding that the alternative, staying closed, costs more than the risk. They are making that decision right now about you. You, yes, you, the one who has been carrying the quiet weight of something unfinished, something interrupted before its time, are the reason someone is finding the courage to choose vulnerability over protection. But here is the insight that reframes this entire story when you finally sit with it fully. The person who interfered before, who moved against you, who manipulated circumstances and turned something in a direction it was not supposed to go, did not only harm you, they stole something from you. Not just a relationship or a connection, but an experience, a chapter that belonged to you. The specific and unrepeatable thing that would have happened if they had simply let events unfold without their interference. And for a long time, that loss may have sat in you without a name. You moved through other connections, other chapters, other versions of love and almost love. But there was always somewhere underneath the faint impression of something that was supposed to happen and didn't. A shape of possibility that never got to be filled. What is coming now is the filling, not as compensation. The universe does not operate in the transactional logic of compensation, but as continuation. As the picking up of a thread that was dropped by force and is now being returned to your hands. The second chance is not at the specific person or the specific moment. It is at the specific quality of love that was being approached. At the passion-driven, genuinely recognized, completely chosen kind of love that someone's interference prevented you from reaching. And this time, there will be people who are not pleased about it. That is worth naming directly, because you will likely feel their energy even when their faces are not visible to you. The jealousy that will surface in certain from your past, in one person particularly, the one who was never actually for you, who played a role in your life that looked like friendship or support, but was always underneath and about managing your outcomes in directions that served them, will be palpable. Let it be. Not with contempt, not with the energy of someone performing their happiness to provoke a reaction, but with the simple and complete disregard of someone who has understood something fundamental. Other people's smallness is not your responsibility. Their inability to genuinely want good things for you is a reflection of their own poverty of spirit, not a judgment on your worthiness. You don't need to be angry about it. You don't need to address it. You simply need to keep moving toward what is opening in front of you and let what is behind you remain behind you. What is opening is genuinely extraordinary. Not because it is without challenge. Real love is never without challenge, and anyone who has been hurt before brings the evidence of that hurt into new love, whether they intend to or not. You will both have moments where the old wounds surface, where the patterns that were installed by previous pain try to run the current situation through their old framework, where trust feels harder than it should because the people who were supposed to honor it didn't. But here is the difference. This person takes their role seriously in a way that is evident in how they show up, in the instinct to protect, to provide, to be genuinely present rather than conveniently available. They are not someone who loves carelessly or chooses without conviction. When they choose, it is with the full weight of someone who understands what choosing means. And they are choosing you, not for what you provide, not for what you represent or what you offer in terms of convenience or compatibility, but for the specific and unrepeatable quality of who you actually are, the mystery, the depth, the thing in you that their mind keeps returning to in the quiet hours when nothing else is competing for its attention. This is also a new beginning in the truest sense of that phrase. Not new the way cosmetic changes are new. Surface level, soon revealed as the same thing wearing different clothes. New in the way that a page turned in the middle of a book is new. The story continues, but what happens next has not been written yet. The weight of the previous chapters is there in you, in them, but it is the weight of experience rather than the weight of outcome. It informs without determining. You are walking into a love that does not require you to need it in order to justify being in it. That is one of the most freeing things I can say about what is forming. There is no desperation in the foundation, no anxiety driving the connection, no attachment filling the space where genuine feeling should be. Just the clean, uncomplicated reality of two people who are drawn to each other with the particular pull of something that is simply true. Let them come. Do not reach toward this. Do not try to accelerate what is already moving at exactly the right speed. Stay in your own energy, the one that makes their mind wander at night, the one that carries that quality of hidden depth that draws without being designed to draw. Be the mystery they cannot stop thinking about. Be the person who was always going to be here on this side of everything that was taken when the universe finally got around to giving it back. Because it is giving it back right now. In this person, in this connection. In this second chance that is not really a second chance so much as the arrival. Finally, correctly, at the right time of the first one. What was taken is being returned. And this time, nothing is going to get in the way.